Welcome to the Odessa Stadium here in Delaware for the first and final time since season number 1, but on a shorter oval. You can say this stadium handles like Bowman Gray or the Los Angeles Coliseum. This track will test the limits of these drivers in an epic journey to victory lane. Hey, look at this. William Byron sits on pole for Odessa, and the last time we went to Delaware, being the Dover Speedway, he won in his rookie year and made the championship for that year. Can he go back-to-back wins in Delaware, but on a different track? Eric Jones starting in the 6th spot. I would not count out that Jones boy today, as Petty GMS has brought their drivers and cars to the track for a top 10 result, or maybe even a top 5. Rookie Harrison Burton surprises me with an 8th place starting spot. Lots of stuff happening for this young man. And Ty Dillon, we just talked about his teammate earlier. Dillon can be a menace at these kind of tracks. Let's see how today unfolds. The 99 of Daniel Suarez coming into this race unsure of what this is going to be like, but he told us that he'll be keeping his head up and trying to go after the checkered flag. As he describes his car, Cody Ware says his car feels like a rocket ship and could possibly blast up to the front to contend with the big dogs. Not good for Custer as he messed up his qualifying run, spun himself around, but no damage. He'll be starting at the back with Todd Gilliland in the 38. And the moment you've all been waiting for, let's go sidetrack for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
With the cars rolling onto the track to warm up their tires, let's take a look at your qualifying results. On the pole is Willie Byron, whose career started on the computer, next to Kyle Busch, the Candyman can. Well, let's see if he can do it today. Then we have Joey Logano and Kyle Larson making up row 2. Then the fan favorite Chase Elliott in the 9, and then Eric Jones on his outside. Then we have Christopher Bell and Harrison DQ Burton making up the 3rd row. 4th row goes to Ty Dillon and Justin Haley. Then we have Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe following them. And then following that is young Ryan Blaney and Denny Delivers Hamlin. The row behind them is Alex Bowman and Martin Truex Jr. Then in the 45, we have the outlaw Kurt Busch and Mexico's very own Daniel Suarez in the 99, Michael McDowell in the 34, and Eric Almirola in the 10. AJ Allmendinger for Colleague Racing in the 16, and Chris Buescher in the 17 for RFK. Cody Ware in the 51 for Wickera Racing, and in the 1 for Trackhouse is Ross Chastain. Then we have Brad Keselowski in the 6, and the ace Austin Dillon in the 3. Bubba Wallace and Austin Cindric starting in the same row next to each other. Happy Kevin Harvick starting next to Corey LaJoie in the 7. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Josh Bilicki starting next to each other in this row. James Davison and Timmy Hill. Then we have BJ McLeod and Todd Gilliland. And then finally in the last row is Cole Custer. Here's our race info for today on the bottom right hand of your screen. This is going to be a 10-lap event. William Byron is on pole, and this is our very first time racing at Odessa. The green flag is out, and we're racing at the Odessa Stadium. Byron clears Busch off of 2 with Logano to the 18's inside, and Kyle Busch gets moved out of the way by Kyle Larson early in this first lap, losing a few spots in the making. He won't be happy about that. Petty GMS cars both battling for 6th dead even on this backstretch, and Joey Logano has become your new race leader, launches off of turn 4 to lead lap 4. Watch out for Larson, they touch and bang, allowing Chase Elliott, the 3rd place car, to take advantage of the situation and easily take the halfway bonus points, followed by his teammate Byron and everyone else behind him. Battle for 2nd with the 18 and the 24. Busch has the better car and has the preferred lane into turn number 3. Now goes hunting for that 9 car of Chase Elliott to lead this race, and he does. Oh, we got a spin. Ryan Blaney into the outside wall. He'll bring out the first caution on lap 6 out of 10 for this race. Did Buescher cause the 12 to go around? Let's see here. Oh, no. Blaney spun by himself without Chris even getting to him. That's a pretty weird spin and not what Blaney needed for his point situation trying to get up into the top 16. So there's Blaney on the hook by the tow truck. He will be done for today and is outside of the stadium. So now we'll be restarting on lap 8 out of 10. Kyle Busch controls the field, and Larson starts right behind him. Could anything happen between the two from earlier in the race? Sprint to the finish here on lap 8, back to green. And Kyle Busch cleared around and blocks Larson's run he saw coming, as you remember from lap 1 all the way around turns 3 and 4. Larson getting antsy with the situation, getting frustrated, and he gets to Kyle Busch. He gets to him, but that business is not over yet as they're fighting on the backstretch, and Larson will lead us to the white flag of this race. Never has a 5-car in this series been to victory lane, but Kyle Larson is making that happen just by negotiating 2 more corners. And here he comes, checkered flag, Kyle Larson wins at Odessa. Kyle Larson wins once more in the series and will go for some championship hunting once the playoff begins. Kyle Larson burns it down for the fans, and Hendrick Motorsports in this entire series has swept Delaware. Congratulations to all of his sponsors listed on the screen. Big day for all of them as they will be in the playoffs for this final season. And now we'll go through today's finishing results. Kyle finished 1-2. Christopher Bell with a great top 5 finish. I do believe that's his first this season. Chase Elliott comes home 4th. Byron in 5th. Logano 6th. And how about Harrison Burton finishing 7th? That caught me off guard, and the next track we go to, which is like this track, I believe he's got a great shot to win. Tyler Reddick rounds off the top 10. The first cars outside are the 42 and the 43 Petty GMS cars that had a really good day, as well as Michael McDowell in 13. Cody Ware, bro, his 16th place finish. I consider that as a great day driving for Rick Ware Racing, finishing that high in a race. And then we've got drivers that struggle like Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, Kurt Busch, Suarez, and unfortunately Ryan Blaney with a DNF, not looking good points-wise either. After this race, Kyle Busch emerges as the new points leader, followed by Elliott behind him, and then his teammate Byron and Larson with a win now elevating him up to 4th. Now we're seeing usual names up there in points. Reddick holds on to 5th. What a Chad over the 20 of Bell and his Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. Austin Dillon hanging tough. Chastain in 10th. And Haley and Busch 11th and 12th. Ty Dillon surprisingly still in the top 16 with Bowman after today. Hangs on to that final cut line with Wallace behind and Jones. Briscoe, though, has been quietly but steadily creeping his way up into the playoff grid from his results after Daytona. As for his teammates, not looking good at all. Outside the top 20, but only moved up ever so slightly. Blaney's in trouble, I tell you. 30th in points this far into the season, only 2 tracks remain for him to attempt to get into the playoffs. So that's it for now. Glad for the cars to race over at my high school stadium. But now we take a gigantic leap from east to west for another pretty small track, and it's the LA Coliseum. But until then, this is Hendrick Fan 24/7, signing off.